All right, everybody, here we are back at Tropical Acres, and this is Alex, and this is one of the biggest variety of mango farms in the United States. And we've done many videos here, and it's right now mid-summer 2021, coming to the end of mango season.
Yep.
How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing all right. I'm kind of tired, but I'm excited because the mango season's coming to an end. Most people aren't, I suppose, but...
So I was here at the beginning, and I'm here now.
Yeah.
How long has you been selling mangoes at this farm?
Like in terms of like years or?
Years.
Since 2012. 2012 was the first year that I harvested any fruit here, and that was back when Gene Sturrock still lived here. And that first year I only sold at green markets and stuff because nobody knew this place was here. And then the next year was when I started to sell fruit here on site. But since 2012, so 9 years on this property, 10 years in business because I started in 2011.
So congratulations on 10 years.
Thank you.
So tell us about 2021. Tell us how was this year in terms of production? Any surprises? What was the most popular mango?
Yeah, so 2021 was a very good year for us in terms of yield, in terms of volume of fruit we had. It was probably the most fruit we ever had. And we've had some good seasons here for sure, but this was pretty strong. We had a lot of stuffed fruit this year that hadn't fruited well in the past for us, and that was really exciting. You know, in terms of like mango, there was quite a few that stood out this year as surprises, if you will. Some of it was stuff that we had never tried ourselves. One mango that I was blown away by this year is called Mahmood Vikarabad. It's a mango from India. It's an old Nizamera mango that's not commonly found there too much anymore. And we weren't actually expecting it to fruit much because it was a small tree, but it flowered and held on to some mangoes, and just unbelievable how good that mango was. Some of our northern Indian mangoes like Ashlul Mukharar and Prince fruited for us this year, so that was exciting, and we tried them and they had really unique flavor. Speaking of unique, St. Maui fruited really well for us on a couple trees this year. A lot of people got to try that, and we had unbelievably good feedback on that mango. People really loved that one. Our dots were exceptional, our cacks were exceptional. Of course, those are great every year, but they were really awesome this year. Angie was phenomenal this year. We loved Angie, and our customers loved it too, and a lot more people discovered that mango. So that was a really good year for that. But I mean, I would say most mangoes did pretty well. Especially in the early part of the season, it was really dry, and so the mangoes were tasting really exceptional. We went through a rainy period where that kind of dampened some of them, and then it stopped raining quite as frequently, and everything recovered, and you know, everything's been really awesome the last several weeks, so we're happy about that.
So what would you say for 2021? I know we're not even over with the season, but what's your top 3 popular mangoes in terms of sales?
Top 3 in terms of sales is hard to say. I mean, well, sales, it's like whatever we have the most volume.
Well, by customers, what's
in terms of like people
requesting
requesting
maybe?
things? Yeah. Sugarloaf probably is the most commonly requested mango, or one of the most popularly requested mangoes for sure. And it's been amazing this year. Sugarloaf's been awesome. I still get asked a lot for coconut cream, even though we hardly had any this year. Sweet tart for sure. What else? Orange sherbet, I guess, asked for a lot, so those are a couple of them, yeah. But I mean, like, in terms of, like, they tried it and came back and loved it. Cack, one of the, almost always people try that for the first time and they're back asking for it like a week later, so that's one. You know, Dot and a few of the other ones, so that just anytime somebody tries that for the first time, they're always back asking for it pretty soon afterwards, so... yeah.
Well, you have an amazing website with descriptions of all of these mangoes that you've put down. So, is there any mangoes you tasted this year where you were like, I got to go back and add or take or change something to those descriptions?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, certainly some of these ones that fruited for us for the first time, because I had very little information about them before, so I absolutely have to edit those and add the information. I took photographs of a lot of stuff, and a lot of the photos I've already uploaded to the website, so those that were missing photos, a lot of them now have them. But then, you know, yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to add once the season's really over, because it's not. I still have fruit, and we'll we'll have fruit for a few more weeks, and I have lots of horticultural care work to do here and other stuff to get to and finished. We're going to be doing budwood for the next 6 weeks, so it's going to be a budwood marathon until the 1st of September, and this is the optimal time to get it because a lot of the trees are undergoing their post-harvest growth flushes, so there's lots of active budwood out there to find. So I'll be doing a lot of that until I get around to editing those descriptions, and I certainly will. I'll have a lot of stuff to write about. You know, this, I'm looking over here, there's a mango that actually fruited for the first time for us this year called Sophie Fry. That is the parent of the Kerry mango.
Wow.
And we were interested in trying that because I'd never had it before, and it actually turned out to be a pretty good mango. So Gary Zill had told me to not have very high expectations for it, but actually it's a pretty nice Indian Alfonso type flavor. So there's one that I'll have a bunch to talk about once I get around to talking about it, to writing about it. So yeah, a lot of information.
You have any seedlings on your property that you tried this year for the first time? Or
No, we don't really have any seedlings currently out here other than some of the original trees that you find out here, like this Duncan behind me. But otherwise, no. There's seedlings out there that I've tried, and some of them are good and some of them aren't. But nothing here currently.
Did any of your customers bring you seedling this year that you were like, wow, this is amazing?
You know what? No. I had customers bring seedlings. Nothing stood out this year. Nothing that was like, oh man, I have to get that mango, which is disappointing. But there's some stuff that I've got grafted to trees here that came from seedlings in the local area that was impressive. So, there's that.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you're still doing on your website some sales. Right?
Yeah, so tomorrow is Friday, and it's going to be our last day of our fruit stand. But after that, we're going to move to appointment sales. We'll post fruit on our website to be picked up the next day. We usually post it at night. This season we've been posting it like between 9 and 10 o'clock at night. I probably will continue to do something like that going forward, and then it gets picked up the next day. During a designated time. So that's how we'll handle our remaining fruit until we run out. We'll probably ship a little bit, but not too much, because we need the time that closing the fruit stand and ending the shipping kind of frees us up to do everything that needs to be done here. And there's a lot of work to be done. So, but if you're in the market for budwood or trees, we're going to be doing a lot of grafting during the months of August and September in particular. So if there's a special tree that you want us to produce for you, just contact us and we can make it for you and we can ship it to you, even if you're in California. Because
how'd that go this year? You were shipping to California?
Yeah, we got certified to ship to California. We did some test shipments there and everything's been going smoothly. So going forward, we'll be able to ship 1 and 3 gallon mango trees to the state of California. And that's a big deal because there's lots of people out there we know that follow us that want to be able to buy trees from us. And now going forward, we'll be able to do that. So. All
right. Well, thank you. And 2021 was a great year.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Great year for mangoes here in West Palm Beach. That's for sure.
So. All right. Thank you for everything you're doing.